Get it? When you're out here moving, make sure that you're doing you, You're only born to do one thing.
Certified Chaos Podcast. It's your boy EJ Davero, aka Mr. This is how you do it. This is how you do it.
As Lou is, and we back with Certified Chaos, and we have a special guest.
No, I'm playing. Why you do it? My name is Marie Santiago, and I am the founder of chsos.
Okay. How you doing?
I'm good.
Welcome.
How are you?
Appreciate you coming on.
Good to have you here.
Appreciate you coming on.
Grateful.
So, how have you been managing during these tough times?
You know what? I'm not even mad at this quarantine life.
Yeah.
I've really just been tapping in, spending more time with family.
Right.
Focusing more on serving others and, pouring into others with, my platform.
Oh, definitely. Speaking on your platform, I think it's dope what you're doing, honestly.
Thank you.
I really do. I think it's a good idea because a lot of people don't know what's going on when they enter the entertainment industry. So I think that's very important that you're actually reaching out and reaching back.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
for sure. It was something that I know I needed. So I was like, you know what? Let me just give it back to whoever needs it. And also focusing on mindset more than anything else. Because I think you go to class and, they teach you how to act, but...
That's it.
They're not teaching you how to how to live, really. You know what I mean?
Right.
So with Sip of Success, basically, like from what correct me if I'm wrong, is bringing the manifestation into that part of.
For sure.
Right, correct. And that's just like going to school. You go to school, you learn all this stuff. You're like, I'm not using none of this out here. Right. So how does that serve you? Because that's big. I'm big on manifestation.
Yeah, manifestation. I mean, it serves you in every single way. Mm-hmm. Whatever you speak, you know what I mean? If you believe it, it's going to come to fruition. Or if you say it enough, it'll come to fruition.
Right.
So I just dropped my book, Pitching Success, which actually teaches actors how to manifest representation. And, for a while I went back and forth. I'm like, do I say manifest or secure? You know what I mean?
Right. Which one?
But for me, it was manifest because I also wanted to teach actors their power. Right? The mindset behind that. And then, I start the book off with a promise to self, right? Where we have a bunch of affirmations. So that's, step one to manifest that, right?
Step one.
Also on that sheet, we also have basically, what is it called? An accountability partner, right? Okay. So that's another important thing. Right. And then the power of knowing what you want. And the specificity when you manifest. Because people, you can manifest an agent. Right. That don't mean it's going to be the right agent for you. Right. You know what I mean? And I think that's really important. I've gone through 6 agents by now.
Right.
That's a lot. You know what I mean?
It is.
And my first one is like, okay, you working for me commercially, but you're not working for me theatrically.
Right.
But I just wanted an agent. I didn't know that I needed to be specific about
what you wanted, yeah.
Exactly.
And that what happens a lot, like you said, it's actually limiting. Mm-hmm. Because you just want, this not specific. What do you want? And that's how the universe vibrates. Specific. You can't go around and I would like to have specifics. If you want it this time, at this point, that's how you have to do. You know what I'm saying?
I knew I should have said that. I wasted all this time. Man, I want to be rich. I should have said I want to be rich today.
Okay.
Well, if you actually look at that, I was sitting back and I tell people, most people think, they call me a music video head, but I just like to see people get their representation themselves out. So if you notice, most of the rappers, even if, they may not have a conscious mind frame, they always say rich. I want to be rich. I want to have money. And if you look at it, they actually get, even if you out here saying you're getting $1 million, but you're making 100,000, you're still making nice money. So manifestation, it works even on a small, on that level, not even being totally conscious of it. So you're right. Got to get to it. I hold myself accountable. So.
Always. You have to put yourself in the best position, and you have to always think positively. Because if you think negatively, I watch this. If you listen to a certain type of music over and over, your programming, your mindset is going to be that this is the type of programming, this is normal. Like, if you watch First 48 all the time, and you listen to homicide videos all the time, you're going to think everything is a crime scene. You're like, God damn. That's why I try to watch like comedy and shit like that. It's gonna actually help me.
It's all about balance. You know what I'm saying? You gotta throw some on the other side of the scale.
I got a friend. He like, man, you know they gonna like to rob. I'm like, bruh, man, not today. I did that shit last week.
You gotta reject.
No.
So how has being that you came out with Civil Success, right? And I know personally, when you say manifestation, of course you know that people look, it's going straight over their head. How have people taken to it?
It's so funny because I'm looking at the analytics to like what posts resonate with or have a greater reach, and I think, it just depends. Some people are like, man, I really needed this in this moment, and it's just, I think, a change of mindset, change of perspective. I'm pretty much flipping what we've been taught, and I think it's just giving people, the content that I put out is very much so thought provoking. So you either take it or you gonna leave it.
Right. That's what.
You put it out.
You tapping in or not?
Right.
Basically, and I understand that. Yeah, because that's how I am with it now. You try to reach out and you try to make people aware.
Right.
And then a lot of times it's not because that's how this world is set up. Then you're like, okay, look, I'm gonna put it out here
Whoever
in its most potent form. Excuse me, whoever catch it.
So it's like giving somebody a gift and you're waiting on them to use it. When you give it to them, it's up to them to use it whenever they want to use it.
I ain't looking no rapper when you want to.
That's what I say. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna pour it. You either gonna sip it or you not. You know what I mean? That's
and I like the name. It's so right. And see, it's sipping because it's gradual. People think success is just you just get you can't chug none of this.
You can't. And I know that there's been so many times too when I post something and someone says something, I'm just like, what the what? And I really have to take my time with responding because I don't ever not want to respond to somebody. But it's like, okay, we're not on the same frequency yet, but I got your attention, and that I take pride in. Right. You know what I mean? Like, as long as I have you thinking, even if you don't necessarily agree with me in this moment, I got your wheels turning. Right. And that to me is the goal. You know what I mean?
Right. And that's actually crazy because I'm coming into that now where you have a lot of people, and we all know that hate is a form of love. Yeah. For you to watch somebody you don't like or something like that, that's kind of weird for you just to keep looking at it. So as she said, you have their attention. They're not gonna say it, so that's crazy. Yeah. That person really just gonna get a straight jacket and sit back and just hug themselves and say, you know what, I'm being stupid. You can't just keep doing that.
So you only get on my post to disagree.
Or in opposition.
Post all this positive shit, but I might say one controversial statement, and now you got the most shit to say.
Come on, man.
You're a weirdo, and I pay attention.
But again, it's all about pouring into them because it's like obviously you're not seeing the big picture.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like you said, you have to and if they ready to be filled, not so you in California, right?
Yeah.
LA, right? Mm-hmm. So the markets, I know I've heard it's different. How do they differ from here? I know this one's kind of growing. I know it's a big difference.
Okay.
Right.
No, it is. Atlanta's growing. I love Atlanta. I actually just got representation again in Atlanta.
Okay.
And I'm excited for that. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's different in so many ways, even down to like what we're taught and how we're taught. You know what I mean? I think LA is very much so conscious in their teaching, which is beautiful. I'm not sure that I've seen much of that here. It's different in the sense of how many agencies are out there, how many management companies are out there, and how they work. In my book, I break down the tiers of it. There's only tiers really in LA and New York. Here, it's just kind of like, we know the agencies. Right. You know what I mean? There's a handful of good, decent agencies
that you deal with, right?
Right. So they're kind of representing people across the board versus LA. You have, lower tier agencies where you're just dedicated to co-stars, right? And you have your medium tiers, you have your series regulars, your CAAs, and the big ones. So there's that's a huge difference as well. And then even with SAG joining the union, I had no idea all of the programs that you have access to in LA.
He told me about that. It's a lot.
It's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot.
And it's different in LA, it's different in New York, it's different here. Like what they provide as far as classes go and information is completely different as well.
100%.
So.
That's what's up.
Well, hey man, where for you to get there, man?
Okay.
No, I want to go.
No, but I think it's very important that you're doing this, and I also love the fact that you're actually talking about business outside of the industry and how to actually invest and get things outside, because a lot of actors think I'm just gonna act, I don't have to do nothing else.
Oh, honey.
Right.
Good luck.
Yeah, it's like, no, I don't have to do that. It's like, nah, you need to have 7 multiple streams of income, just because you just never know. And then I also look at it this way too. It allows you to make a wise decision when you're picking projects or being a part of particular roles, because now you're not desperate for money.
Exactly.
Right, man. Desperation is a bad place to be in.
It really
you
is.
accept anything.
I've spoken about that several times on Sipping Success. And it's just like, I've been there, you know what I mean? When I first started, I was like 20, making $22 an hour.
Right.
That's lit at 20 years old. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
It's
great money at that age. And I let all that go because I wanted to be an actor so bad. Like, you know what I mean? I wasn't even thinking about building my own wealth outside of it. And I had posted, there's a clip of Nia Long, love her, where she talks about passive income. Okay. And that's when it really clicked for me, where I was like, oh, if Nia Long is telling you that you need passive income, honey, you need passive income. Like, you need to figure it out. You know what I mean? So I think it's real important. You know, I just got into the investing game 2 years ago. Didn't know what I was doing, but I was like, shit.
Do we ever know what we're doing?
Exactly.
Right. And that's another thing. Like, don't wait for things to be perfect. Just, you know, go and grow as you go. Like,
that's it.
That's all it is, and it shows a level of transparency that allows people to gravitate towards you anyway, because you're not perfect. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and a lot of people are scared, you know, because even I like to present myself, you know, especially, you know, it's different being a woman and a man. You know, a lot of men, they have that toxic masculinity, so it's not, I'm going to be vulnerable because somebody needs to be lifted up. I don't want to see nobody, oh, well, we wish we could have talked to him. Nah, I want you to see that other people have experienced this, that way you can get out of it, because everybody doesn't have that freeing mindset. Right. Especially if you know you acting, right, and you know you got bills, you have to stay somewhere, right, and you ain't booking. I couldn't imagine. I salute y'all. Yeah. I couldn't do it. I'd be out in a mask. You talking about I wear a mask then. Right. That one that had your eyes out.
Yeah, real shit.
Got a door knocker too. Yeah.
I was blessed early on, because I kind of saw that, okay, you need to own something. Because I'm looking at all these, if you look at any industry, from athletes to rappers to actors, a lot of them have multiple streams of income at a higher level. So you need to make sure that you do it at a lower level, so when you get to that level, now you understand that you can do multiple things, you can handle different things at the same time.
And that's it, like even with manifestation, I know, you know, when you're sitting down, you have to look. You know, I'm not very privy to just looking at stars all the time. I don't want to call them stars. Let me call them, you know, just people we pay attention to. So, you know, right. So you know, you see them, and that actually say things that you're supposed to take during your manifestation process. Like you said, have another income. You're looking at, this is, you know, they got. Why would they say? You know, you're supposed to be sitting on the couch waiting for your next booking, or somebody to say, come through the club, we're gonna pay you 40 bands. You know, just easy. You just walk in, just, you know, it's me, and you get 40. You know,
5 minutes. Okay?
Right. You know, so yeah. So they're just listening to that. You know, just listening to things of that nature. But I said the acting is you know, just for me having not a big understanding, but just a small understanding of it. It's tough.
It is.
It's tough. It's tough. But once you get it going and you get your name out there, especially in LA, because it's a lot of people out there. You know, it's a lot of people out there. It's starting to be a lot of people here as well. You know, but that whole starving actor thing, that's starting not to work here.
And see,
everything going up. You know,
I'm totally like trying to eradicate that mindset as well. You know what I mean? Where I hate that I don't know her name, and if she ever were to watch this, forgive me. 50 Cent's girl. You know what I'm talking about?
I've seen
Cuban
her,
Link.
Yeah, that's what
I don't even know her. But anyway, she had posted something where she said, you know, you're not broke, you're in between blessings.
Right.
And I love that. Right. And that's really what I'm trying to preach, where it's like, yo, if you keep feeding your mind that you're a starving artist or a struggling artist, you're going to start to believe that.
That's it.
And there's so many things that we're taught, you know, whether it's Hollywood's projections, our family's projections, what we're taught in class. We have coaches and teachers that are telling us whether or not you're a good actor. You know what I mean? Or what level of acting, you know? Like, nothing about what we do and what we aspire to do comes with positivity as actors, in my personal opinion.
Right.
So you have to train your own mind to believe like, nah, I'm actually worthy of this.
Right.
It's cool. I'm gonna listen to what you're saying, but
I know what I want.
I know what I right.
I
Exactly.
know what I want. I know what I'm capable of.